What's up, everybody? Welcome to High Speed Daddy and Craig in his rocking chair.
It's like old Mother Hubbard over here. What was her name? Something like that, right?
Lived in a rocking chair.
Yeah, tales from High Speed Daddy. That's what we're going to talk about. Tales from High Speed Daddy here. Wow, sound like Bill Clinton. Wow, we cannot do this right now.
Way to start.
All right, starting over.
We want to say hi to all of our family watching at Culture City, and also hi to our High Speed Daddy Provide, Protect, Connect private Facebook group. I'm sure our good friend Joey will be jumping on here soon. He is active duty military, serving and protecting our country as we speak.
I believe he's still local. I had a private conversation with Joey, and he will be leaving country for a few months. One of those deals, taking off, serving and protecting us. So we appreciate and wish him the best of luck, safe return, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
He said in a weird way, and you kind of have to be military to kind of appreciate it, but he's looking forward to it. Yeah. So one of those things, unless he's just saying that because he's got a 2-year-old and a newborn baby at home and wants to finally get sleep. But anyway, that's beside the point.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy. Today, folks, we're talking about homework, right? And a lot of us are struggling with homework, and really homework has two definitions at this point. You've got the work that the teachers assign that you have to do at home after the school day. And then you've got homework, work that you do while you are at home. You could be stuck at home. You could choose to stay at home. So whatever you're doing, there's a couple things as dads that we can do to help you navigate those waters. And that's why we're here. We're going to talk about those things. Okay. And Craig, I think you had a tip first that you wanted to go with. I've got one. We'll go kind of back and forth here, but what was yours? You were talking about
the biggest thing for me is that kids feed off of your emotions, right? If you're really happy, they're going to be really happy. If you're really angry or sad or depressed, anxiety, stuff like that, they're going to feed off that. So if you're getting frustrated, helping them, that's just not going to help. So the biggest thing I could say is be patient. Breathe. If you notice that tensions are starting to get high, or you see the kids are starting to get very frustrated, you're getting frustrated because they're not picking up what you're putting down, things along those lines, it's time for a break. It's time to go for a walk outside real quick, regroup yourself, regroup with the kids, try something different, and then come back to it and tell them that it's okay and that it's natural, right? Kids are not going to pick things up on the first try. Hey, it's the whole walking principle. Are you going to give up on your kid if they couldn't walk on the first try? No. Yeah. No, not at all. So it's the same thing with homework, and just like a lot of other things in life as well. But being patient is probably the biggest tip that I personally have to pass on for this one.
Yeah. I was going to say patience. That's a big one. But for me, it's know the tech. Okay. And when we talk about the tech, holy cow, like I'm doing, so I'm in Florida. So my kids do FLVS, Florida Virtual School. And, quite honestly, the computers that were assigned by the actual public school before we kind of withdrew them from public school, they were not working at all. I don't know if it was because they were Windows based. Sorry for all you Windows lovers out there, or if they were, what it was. But you need to know how to log into your kid's system. You can't necessarily trust them on how to do that. Or if they have frustrations and trouble, you need to be able to troubleshoot for them. So I'm relatively tech savvy, so my wife kind of leans on me for that. And we went ahead and got the base model iPads because I feel like they're a little bit more reliable for me and able to do Florida Virtual School. So here's what I got. This is it. It's got crumbs on it because it's a kid's, but you can see that it has the keyboard built in, and I really like that a lot, right? So it's a nice little setup for a computer. It was relatively affordable. I want to say like $300.
It's not horrible. I mean, it's you think about the cost of a new laptop, right? I'm a Windows based guy. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. But I'm even right now, I'm operating off of a Dell laptop that probably cost me upwards of $1,000, probably even more, 4 years ago. Right. So things have increased. Technology has kind of brought prices down a little bit, but then other things increase, et cetera, et cetera. But, and then there's demand.
Yeah.
That's the other big problem right now. And I know we're getting a little bit off topic, but I spent 4 hours shopping for a sofa yesterday. Went to 5 different stores. Of the 5 different stores, they said the lead times on furniture is anywhere from the minimum 30 days. There's no way you can buy something and have it like next week.
Is that just because people are home and they're ordering furniture?
People are home getting furniture. The furniture manufacturers are a little bit slow, whether it's being imported or whether it's being made locally. Carriers are having issues because of COVID delays, protests going on, limited work schedules at the factories. It's all adding up now, right? So, and tying it back into homework and needing some tech and stuff like that. Don't wait. If you're thinking about something, now's the time, because school is either started or right around the corner, and you might have to place an order now to get something a month from now. Yeah. Right. Like I'm getting a sofa in 30 days, and that was by luck. They said 3 months is the normal wait time to get some furniture. And I'm like, wow, what about the floor model? They're like, no, not happening. So
I have some friends that are building pools as well. Actually, one friend. I don't have multiple friends building $50,000 pools. No, they're saying that it's like an unprecedented pool building time. And I'm like, hey, mad props. Like, if you can totally build a pool right now. But the thing is it's just a weird time for everybody. Yes. And I think I want to touch on what you said earlier, something that was big, which is like take breaks, right? So like you have to take breaks. And I, even as an adult, I mean, I'm standing right now. I have a standing desk, and I stand all day, and it doesn't bother me at all. I've been doing it for 2 years. And so it doesn't bother me at all, but I still need to take breaks. And the cool thing is my breaks are actually, I'll sit down and I call it sports update, right? I just tell the kids, I'll just walk out and be like, hey, quick sports update. And I watch the top trending videos on ESPN app or whatever. And I just catch up on my sports. It takes about 2 minutes, and then I go back in.
But you refill your tank, right?
Yeah,
and that's, we constantly say that stuff here at High Speed Daddy. You got to refill your tank, whether it's doing breathwork exercise, meditation, going out for a walk in nature, whatever it is. You got to fill your tank so that you can show up the best version of yourself for your loved ones and friends and things along those lines. And that's what it is. Taking those breaks help you refill your tank, helps you decrease anxiety, the tension that builds up. Trust me, I get it. Like, I get frustrated when my kid can't put 2 and 2 together. And I'm like, this, we did it yesterday and the day before and the day before. So I know you're just messing with me, and then start getting the tensions going over that. And I'm like, no, they're just being a kid. They're learning just as we are. They're just being kids. So, you just have to roll with the punches a little bit there.
Tommy says progressive muscle relaxation. What is that? What is that, Tommy? What do you mean? I don't know.
That's a new one there.
It's a random comment. He did say
I'm going to go Google the heck out of that in a little bit.
Muscle relaxation. Maybe you start at the bottom and go up, and like it just calms you down. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly.
But he did say he's going through his degree. He's working towards his degree, which is pretty awesome. So
he's doing homework. Yeah. He's doing homework, not the kids. Yeah. So there you go.
He said, I'm finishing my homework as an adult was rough with a newborn, which makes total sense. But his wife is awesome and motivated. So that's really cool. Very, very cool. Okay. Any other ones that you've thought of, Craig? Like, I know we hit on, he says,
you clench part of your body for a little while.
Oh yeah, progressive muscle relaxation. That's what it is. So George did this, the other high speed daddy. So you tighten your leg muscles and then relax, like tense, relax.
Okay,
that's a relaxation technique. So
yes, I know of the technique. I've never known the name to it. Yes, I've heard it before.
I don't know if clinch is the name. Clinch and release. That's kind of strange.
Yeah, clinch.
I guess. Any other tips? Any other thoughts about doing homework with your kids?
It's I have some fears around once my kids get to that age and stuff they start teaching now, different than how we were taught, right? We were taught, math in a certain way, and now there's stuff called Common Core in certain parts of the country and things along those lines that it's a different version of learning, a different technique to learning math, right? You know, so we learned in a certain way, but they're learning in a different way. So we're naturally going to try to teach them in a way that we know, that we're comfortable with. You might have to learn a new way of doing something in order to get it across to your kids, right? Especially in the way that the teachers are teaching them. So it's good to, I mean, it's always good to learn different ways of doing something. However, if the teacher is teaching it one way, and the teacher is going to continue to teach it that way, or the school system is teaching it that way, you need to get on board with that method. All right. Yep. And not say, the teacher's wrong, or the teacher's doing it a different way, and they're wrong, and not my way's the right way. No, suck up your pride. You might have to go learn, and that might require you to email the teacher or reach out to the teacher and say, hey, can you give me some resources on this? And that's okay. Give me some resources to figure out how to do stuff in this method so that I can help my kid more at home. So I would say sucking up the pride a little bit and rolling with the punches there.
I love it. Well, I don't think we need to dive too much into this, folks. We just wanted to provide a couple thoughts, a couple things for you to stay motivated. I know that it's a tough time right now for everybody. We mentioned a couple reasons why, but gosh, as we go towards November, I think all of us just can't wait for November 3rd to come and go, and then get back to celebrating the holidays. Actually, I'm going to reveal this, and I'm going to put this out there for everybody. Okay. I'm having an extra Christmas.
Yes.
Okay. I have decided that there's so much to be, kind of down about right now, that I have told my kids that we are going to be having what I am calling, I mean to offend no one that is religious. Okay. Mm-hmm. But I'm calling it fake Christmas. Okay. And it's going to be on September 24th is fake Christmas Eve. And on September 25th is fake Christmas. We are not buying gifts for each other. We are going to be making gifts for each other, and it's going to be Secret Santa style.
I love it.
There's a $20 limit, on what you can do. So you can spend $20 to make your supplies, but you have to hand make it. And we will be having fake Thanksgiving Eve, Christmas Eve, fake Christmas Eve dinner. So we'll make a big dinner, and by then I think we should be able to access. I don't know if we'll be able to find stuffing and pumpkin pie and stuff like that.
I'm sure you can find some stuff.
Yeah, I'll try. But
you are the lean green dad. I have full faith that you will be able to figure something out.
Well, we're going to decorate the house this weekend. And they were like, Daddy, we can put lights on the outside. And I was like, well, we're not going to do the outside. We're going to do the inside, just the inside. Because I don't want our neighbors to be like, what? HOA will send me a note or something. I'm excited about it. I think the kids are obviously excited about it. And I got an eye roll from my wife. She's not going to see this, but she's like, no, seriously. So now, if there's any kids listening, folks, close your ears right now. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 3, 2,
earmuffs.
1. Okay. So the elves, I'll just say the elves have come. All right. The elves have come back. Elf on the Shelf. And so they'll be here until September 25th.
Coming in early.
Then they'll be back in 3 months.
It's a practice. They're elves in training. It's a practice for the real Christmas. That's what it is.
My wife was like, you should have done this in July. I'm like, I didn't know it was going to be this devastatingly sad in July. She's like, whatever. It's been devastatingly sad since March. And I'm like, you have a point.
It's all how you look at it, right? It's all how you look at it. It's all how you kind of protect your kids from what they're seeing out there. I know your kids are a little bit older and they're grasping it, especially Izzy, right? Is grasping it a lot more than Raj and the little guy. It's all that, our kids know this stuff's going on, but they don't know to what extent. They don't know, my oldest is only 7, right? And then I got 5 and 2. So, they don't know of protests necessarily, things. And there's not really any reason for them to know at 5 years old about that stuff, in my opinion. So it's certain things that, what we've decided to protect our family about. Now, obviously, if they did see something, they were made aware of it by friends or other family members or people like that, or they overhear a conversation that we have. I would gladly explain it to them. I don't know how much they would comprehend, but I would gladly break it down for them and tell them what we know and what our opinions are on it, from mom and dad, because that's what we do as parents. Yeah. So it's neither right or wrong. It's just explain it to them.
Is the truth. All right.
So people. It is what it is, but there's different ways, and I love what you're doing and what you're bringing, some happiness and just some extra joy into the world and going that extra mile as a dad. And that's why we do consider you not just lingering dad, but a high-speed daddy as well, Corey, and why, we love and kind of keep you around here as well.
Yes. I am a high-speed daddy, proud high-speed daddy. All right, people. Till next week, have a great day. Do some homework with your kids, but more importantly, give them a hug. Tell them you love them, because that fills their tanks. No matter what love language they are, when you tell them you love them, they will have a full tank.
There you go.
Sometimes you can also give them donuts, which I did the other day, and that worked well too. All right, people. Have a great one. We'll see you soon.